Hey everybody, it's Lucky 7. Nice Saturday afternoon here in the 505 Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm driving around over here, kind of in the middle area of the city, off of Louisiana and Lomas, getting ready to go do a regular thing I like to do every so often. Maybe not regular, but I'll let you know what that is here in just a few minutes. So here I am over here at gate 3, getting ready to come up here to the ticket booth. I'm about 5 or 6 cars behind, but so there must be quite an event going on over here. Like I said, it's kind of an interesting line. I think I might creep over there and see what kind of event is going on. I know they do a lot of stuff over the weekend. I'm here for a specific purpose. All right, our time is coming. I'm getting ready to pull up the window. My little secret about what I'm doing over here is about to be revealed, I suppose. I'm gonna have to tell them what I'm over here doing. So spoiler alert, it's coming up real quick. Hi, going to the flea market?
$5.
What else is going on over here today?
We have a gun and knife show, dog show, wrestling tournament,
Oh.
and oddities and curiosities.
Can I go walk over there to the gun show too?
It's
Okay.
$10 to get in.
10 to get in?
Yeah.
All right.
Go to your left.
Thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Well, there you have it. They got a gun and knife show, if that's the kind of thing that you're into. And also they got the flea market over here. That's more or less the reason that I came over here. I don't have like a bunch of money to spend on any kind of arsenal type of stuff that I might buy. But I probably got a few bucks to spend at the flea market. And man, it's really hopping over here today. I'm gonna have a hard time finding a place to park. I was lying to myself earlier, thinking that this would be a lot easier. Oh, there's like a RV over there blocking my way. Doggone it. All right, so this is the New Mexico State Fairgrounds, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to showcase some of the positive things that are going on over here in Albuquerque. And I think one of the positive things is this swap meet. I've got some friends that have been coming out here for over 30 years and selling things. It's a swap meet, flea market. We call it the flea market. And this is like the biggest one in New Mexico. It's probably one of the biggest ones in America, if you ask me. But I think it's kind of shrunk down considerably since my time coming up in the 80s. It was quite a bit bigger. And now they built like a kind of casino kind of thing over on the corner of the property over here that kind of makes it, you know, the size, it kind of took away from the size of it or whatever. But it's going strong still. It's still here, just in case anybody wondered. It's still happening. And I'll find a place to park. I'll spare you all the trial and error of that whole endeavor. And here we go. You can see right here, it's a pretty packed parking lot. There's a big event going on over there. It's like a gun and knife show. And I think everybody had the same idea. It's such a beautiful day. I was lucky there for a little while because it was coming in the winter and this place was not as jam-packed. But I bet there's gonna be a lot of action once we get inside over here. It's pretty wild. Pretty good stuff as you're walking around through here. I always got like good deals on tools. Sometimes I buy like some specialty tools. There's a couple of guys out here that specialize in selling tools. So you can get lucky and find those guys sometimes. Sporting equipment, luggage, just all kinds of good stuff. I'm trying to go ahead and conserve my battery as much as possible and kind of shoot some of the highlights over there. Trouble is that there's so many different things to see. It's Saturday afternoon, like I said, so so you know, if you're in the Albuquerque area and you want to try and get out on Sunday after church or just in the morning or whatever you're doing, there's still time. It's gonna still be here, but man, it's like action-packed over here today. Definitely got some good music going on out here today. Always like that. I had some friends that used to sell music out here. Yep, so we're kind of rolling through the like main section over here in the flea market now. We were on the outskirts before, and it's kind of quiet down a little bit, but still got some good music playing. And I don't know, I didn't really come out here looking for anything particular today. I like to hit this one place. There's kind of like a stand where they got like hats. You probably noticed I got like a collection of hats that I wear in my videos. I probably got like 400 hats or something like that at home. And so I sometimes I'll hit that section and I'll buy like one of those cheap hats or whatever. Yeah, so like over here, I kind of had this feeling. I kind of was snaking around and it felt like it was kind of getting funneled. There's a little area of the flea market that this whole area kind of in there is normally the flea market. Looks like maybe they're doing some work. There's a big excavator kind of thing and piles of dirt and stuff. So they're doing some repairs, but hard to say. I'm gonna have to get the lowdown from like a veteran flea market guy if I run into one over here. Little section over here. Well, this area over here kind of appears to be brand new asphalt. Had a little bit of a chance to get away, so I wanted to come to this historic place. You might recall coming here. Not a lot has changed except for the configuration gets moved around quite a bit, but a lot of the same people that have been coming here for years are still the same people coming over here. Anyway, it's a good opportunity to get exercise, walk around and stuff, stretch your legs. I've been having back pain lately, so I probably should be resting, but there's no rest for the wicked, I guess. It's always a good area to get socks. My brand new pairs of socks. Inside that little area over there, they got the piñons and pistachios. Piñons are a New Mexico favorite. Pine nuts, if you will. When I was younger in the 80s, one of my most favorite things was to come out here with my dad and my brother Danny and look at all the different kinds of toys that would be out here. Back in the day, you used to be able to find some pretty cool collectibles like Transformers and G.I. Joes and different kinds of stuff. My brother collected Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters, all that kind of stuff. There's always these cool tables with like assortments of toys. It must be like going to a gigantic toy store for a kid. And there is definitely not a shortage of toys. Everything from that Captain America guy to the whatever that guy is next to him. Pretty interesting characters over here. Oh my goodness, look at all these die-cast cars. I bet you I had that many when I was a kid. I used to have grocery bags full of these cars when I was a kid. My daughters like to come out here and get the funnel cakes and churros that you can buy out here. Well, I still haven't run into my buddy out here. There's a buddy that I got, Johnny, that's been out here for the longest time. And he was friends with my uncle who used to come out here. And I was hoping I would run into him. Also, there's like a lady over here that like sells kind of like custom jackets with they put your name on them. They do all this kind of stuff, but the lady's got like a lot of personality. It's kind of funny. I was hoping to get her on camera or whatever. Met her a few times and bought my daughters like pullover jackets with the name and stuff on them. Maybe we'll run into them sometime. She's like the town crier. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, I get a kick out of her. I think she's a pretty neat lady. The other kind of cool thing about the flea market over here is that when you're walking around out here, like maybe because the base is nearby or whatever, you'll see like old World War II aircraft kind of fly over a lot of times. there's been several times when I've been out here and I've had like bombers and all kinds of stuff fly over at kind of low altitude, and you get to have a real good look at them. Maybe because they're doing an air show or something out that way, I don't know. Two things that flew over just now, they look like P-51 Mustangs. That's probably not what they were, I could be mistaken, but they were definitely like World War II era type of aircraft that flew over. Something else to look out for. I could kick myself for not getting the camera out in time, but anyway, maybe I'll get another chance here soon. That sort of sums it up. I think that they're doing some renovations over there, so they kind of snuck it around in a different area or in a different usual route of travel over there. So maybe they're doing some renovations. Hopefully that means good things for the flea market. Hopefully they're not creeping in on the territory and gonna build some other kind of building there. But we'll just have to see what happens. I can't imagine that they will, because generally speaking, they have the Midway out here, and that's where they put the rides and all that kind of good stuff when the fair comes around. So that open area and the flea market is useful in general. It's useful for them to be able to rent out those spots and you know, keep that area thriving throughout the year, not just when the fair is here and so on. All right, so there you have it, just a little quick video, me walking around the New Mexico flea market here, Albuquerque flea market. I kind of put the haul up here just so you can kind of see some of the items that I bought. I didn't think I was gonna buy anything, and then all of a sudden I just started buying stuff. I bought this thing, came out in the 90s. It's a Metallica box set for like $2. And then I bought this New Mexico filmmaking book for $5. That was the first thing that I bought. Kind of broke the ice, you know, as it goes. I got these couple of books here that are children's books. One is the story of Dr. Dolittle. The other one, Secret Letters from 0 to 10. I don't know, those I didn't buy. Those were actually free. Somebody gave me those that was closing down their little stand. I bought this Transformer, because I collect these little Transformers, and I bought that for $1. That thing probably costed like 50 bucks in the store. I bought these things for my daughter over here, these albums. She's really into records. My daughter Amy, who you saw in the other video, I got her some records. I gave her about 1,000 of my old records here over Christmas, and now she's been collecting albums. She's got a new record player, and so I'll just let them fall here, and so you can see there's Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Triumph, and last but not least, Scandal, featuring Patti Smith. So yeah, it's some pretty good stuff that I made out with. I'm sorry about the shaky camera work. You know, I just thought it'd be kind of a cool thing, as you know, a lot of my videos are kind of like that, where I'm just running around with my cell phone, taking quick videos with people and all that kind of stuff. I talked to this really cool guy, the one that I bought the records from, that you know, graduated from school here in Albuquerque too, and we were just kind of talking about, reminiscing about growing up in the 90s and everything in Albuquerque. And just a really cool dude, and maybe he'll be watching the videos or something like that and see it. But thanks for the killer deal on the records, man. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna walk around over here and see if there's any other events. I forgot to mention that I got this keyboard too. It was free. Somebody was getting rid of it. They just, end of the day, they were throwing out the stuff. Same place I got those kids books, you know. Probably give those to my niece and my nephew, but now there's like a keyboard for free. Pretty neat deal. Instead of closing out the video and going home right away, look, there's like a Super Bowl. Well, that's like a giant jawbreaker. I don't want to pick that up. Train de la Reconnaissance Francaise. Not sure what that is. I'm probably saying it completely wrong, so I'm sure I'm butchering that whole thing. It's the French Gratitude Train. It's a little box, shadow box. The miniature version. I'm gonna pull up to here and read this here. I'll just maybe get with the first paragraph or something. But the Gratitude Train was formed in response to the Friendship Train in 1947. The journalist Drew Pearson spearheaded the project of the Friendship Train to collect food, clothing, basic necessities for war-ravaged France. I like this whole thing better than walking around the flea market even. A little bit of history right here. don't know what this is, like an exact, the exact thing, or maybe a replica. I don't know. Does somebody know about that? Let me know in the comments. It's pretty rad. So, I like that. Gratitude train. I think we should all have a little bit more gratitude. Try and back up and get the whole thing there in its glory. I just walk up to it and tapped on it a little bit. I hope that's not a bad thing to do. Sounds pretty cool though. This is a shot from underneath. The ring dinger is not there. This thing kind of comes alive during State Fair time. A lot of people will be perched over here in this area with like tables, exhibits, and all kinds of different things. I've been wanting to maybe get out here and run one of those tables for some kind of good cause or something. Kind of a neat little experience. I feel like I didn't have to really pay much to come in here and get a look at what's going on over here. Weather is beautiful and there's people walking around and there's things going on around here. This here looks like a good thing, the Asbury Cafe. All proceeds donated to local charities. It's not open right now. Looks like a cool thing though. Tingley Coliseum. And this is where I saw my very first concert, a rock concert back in 1992. And it was Def Leppard. And they played in the round. They were like, it's like a round stage that they played on back then. And it was in the design of their album cover, Adrenalize, at that time that had come out. And Def Leppard is like my favorite band. I've seen them every time that they've come to Albuquerque ever since 1992, December 1992. Coliseum signage, it's pretty nice. My daughter actually graduated from Manzano High School last year, and they had the ceremony over here. It's kind of cool. Pretty neat place though. We better look at the front portion over here. Tingley Coliseum. Can't tell you how many fun times that I had coming over here, watching concerts and stuff like that. Actually, they would fill up the thing and do like monster trucks in there too. We came and watched that one time. All right, so I went ahead and, oh goodness, I dropped my pamphlet for AMSOIL over here. I went ahead and spent the money to get in here and come and film. They're having an event for wrestling, and it was only $10 to get in. And I'm kind of standing here in the midst of the area that's like the food court.
You're stepping on.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thanks for the warning. Appreciate that. Somebody just warned me I was about to step into somebody's ice cream or something. So, yeah, if you've never been in here before, I'll wheel around so you can quit looking at my face and kind of see what's going on in here. It's a great venue, Tingley Coliseum. All right, we got your hats, popcorn, and peanuts. Aisle 3. There's actually an elevator in here. I don't remember there being an elevator. Cool area that goes downstairs. And then you got a Baskin Robbins. They're selling some apparel. Welcome to Tingley Coliseum. There's the facilities. So it cost me about $10 to get in here today. I guess they're doing some wrestling. I'm gonna turn around. Let me just walk down this hallway so I can give you an idea what's going on down that way. It looks like maybe the area where all the wrestling is going on in here. Here's a little look as we walk around about activities that are going on. Looks like they're having an all-out wrestling competition over here. It's pretty interesting. It's like a whole tournament. All right, it's on and cracking over here at the Tingley Coliseum. I'm sitting over here up in Section A and row 12. and seat number 24. Now, this is only significant to me and one other person. That was my date to my concert at Def Leppard back in 1992. We were sitting right here and watching Def Leppard from right around this area. I think it was right around in here, if I remember right. I just remember it was like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen because it was like my first rock concert. They emptied this area out and they've done like tractor pull, Bigfoot, you know, monster truck kind of events in here. And most recently I was here because they did over that front area over there where those big doors are. They did my daughter's high school graduation was in there. Just a little public service announcement, little PSA. It's Girl Scout cookie time again. So just so everybody knows. But support your Girl Scouts. No smoking. All right. We found it, and it's the Oddities and Curiosities Expo booth. There's a key that explains all the vendors. Here's a really enormous poster that talks all about it. And we'll walk around and see what's going on in this place. All right. I don't know exactly what the theme is here. Just things that are kind of strange, I guess. They got little pins over there with skulls. They got some dolls over there. Those are creepier dolls than I'm used to seeing. But the Learned Lemur. There's some interesting looking kind of stuff going on in there. Taxidermy or something, I don't know. It's not anything I'm really interested in. There's some cool pictures right there. Paintings. David Bowie. It's pretty wild. The man, the legend, Johnny Cash. Some pretty interesting artwork happening right over there. Gosh, I know my daughters would have wanted to see that jewelry and all that kind of stuff over here. Darn it. You're going to have to see it through the magic of television.
As you see, folks, through the scissors cutting the rope, we now have 2 ropes of identical length. This guy knows what I'm talking about. We're gonna move on. You seem happy, so I'm not judging. We'll move on. We'll take the end, blow, and through the grace and power of the oddities that are happening, hashtag curiosity and oddities on Instagram. Oh. Now those were even, right? That's correct. This is good. This is good. You can talk to me. I'm not TV. It's okay. It's okay. I know you're saying, genius magician. You started out with 1 piece of rope. Just did. Now, yeah. So delightful. Now, folks, you might have been. Thank you. Now I know you're probably thinking to yourselves, what did I miss? Rope, where you're going to place them into my back pocket like so, just like this. And as soon as I snap my fingers, this end pops out.
All right, there's a little bit of another map for the events right there. The only thing missing is the "You Are Here" little checkpoint symbol I'm accustomed to seeing. Look at that. It's kind of like a Cheshire cat. I was right, it was a Cheshire cat. And that must be the timekeeping rabbit. The time. We're out of time. These are really nice. Butterflies. Mariposa. I think those are pretty. All right, they got quite a few tables set up over here. Albuquerque just adopted a new program for reusing grocery bags. You're not allowed to have those one-time use grocery bags. So if you wanted the idea where to get some cool grocery bags, there they are. The lady there walking behind me has a tail. It was pretty cool. So yeah, pretty interesting kind of exhibits over here. It's not exactly all the kind of stuff I'm usually. I'm more contemporary, I guess, but I think it's pretty cool. I like some kind of dark stuff. There was a young lady over there that had like original paintings of different cool things that she made, and one of them was like a picture of Edgar Allan Poe. That was pretty neat. All right, shout out to Undead Dahlia. She's a nice young lady that I met over there. She's got this really great picture of Edgar Allan Poe and a lot of really cool original work. Pretty interesting. Reminds me of that movie, The Grudge. All right. Man, I'm looking out all over the place today. Albuquerque is a super generous place, man. The dude over there, Josh, at the souvenir kind of thing, he gave me a sticker for my wagon. I'll have to show you where I plaque it, but it says oddities and curiosities, if I'm saying it right, or maybe in the wrong other order. I'm not saying it right. Anyway, shout out to him, man. Gave me this cool free sticker that I'm gonna plaque on my wagon. Looks like that. But I was gonna buy a t-shirt. I've already spent a little bit of money today, but I've gotten a bunch of free stuff from people, man. Albuquerque's pretty darn generous like that. I would say that it's on the, if you hear anything that's bad or not decent about Albuquerque, then you've probably been in some other place or something. But anyway, shout out to these friendly people over here. All right. Shout out to Jen Starling Art. I'm gonna walk around over here and get a few pictures of the art that she does. Just talked to her husband, and he said it was okay to film over here. That was pretty awesome. So I'm gonna try and take a little bit of video of some of the portraits over here. There's some cool stuff on this table. All right, we got some t-shirts over here. Pretty interesting art to look at. I like that one. Kind of looks like an owl. It's pretty awesome. My daughter is an artist as well. I bet you she would love to be here having a look at this. My daughter Carly, she would probably trip out on this stuff. It's pretty awesome. So I came in over here through the front door, of course, but when I started looking over here, there was like a side door, and some dude came out. And I said, "Hey, what's going on in there?" And he said, "Hey, there's a lot of stuff going on in there." And he wasn't lying. There's just a lot of things going on in here. They got this thing jam-packed. They got some cool stuff over there. A lot of cool art and everything. Wish I had a little bit more cash to deal with or whatever. But got some cool t-shirts. It's like a Freddy Krueger t-shirt with like a hand on it. Maybe you know what this is. Let me turn it around. Man, I'd swear that looks like Freddy Krueger's like sweater, but I don't think he had that on there before. something else. There's a pretty awesome clothing over there. Got Ronald Reagan over there, I think. And some pretty interesting night lights. Those are kind of scary night lights between you and me. I think that would scare me if I woke up and saw that. Interesting nonetheless. A lot of cool gift ideas around here for youngsters, I guess. I don't know. People younger than me. Cool tapestry kind of thing over there. These are really nice. The art of Aria Fawn. I think these are really neat. It's pretty cool. Looks like watercolors. Pretty cool stuff. Just in case you want to check any of these folks out, try and grab the Instagram information. Well, we've arrived over here to where they're handing out food now. All right. Right over there behind me is a cantina. Doesn't look like it's open. It's probably for the better. I need to get on down the road here pretty soon. I feel like having a refreshment, but I guess I'll hold off for a little while. You said last chance on that optical illusion marble. I had no idea what that was a reference to. All right, they're totally doing tattoos over there. That's what I was kind of wondering about, if there was like a place in here doing tattoos. I'd normally seen, you know, places doing tattoos and stuff like that at events like these ones. That was pretty cool though. All right, everybody. It's telling me that I got low storage, low battery, and my body's telling me that I got low battery too. But I was pretty fortunate. I came out here to go to the flea market today, and then I just came across a whole bunch of events, a bunch of cool stuff going on that I never even would have really honestly stopped to think about it. You know, there's really something going on in Albuquerque all the time. It seems like this Fairgrounds is a pretty neat place to visit. Seems like things are pretty alive over here. And I wanted to close out the video in this cool area that, you know, keeping with the theme of Tingley Coliseum there in the background and all this stuff. Wanted to share this memory with you guys. Now, when I was younger, when we were getting ready to come to the concerts, and or we were going from the concerts, people would just come out so excited, and your eardrums would just be pounding because the concert was so loud. And say, here you go. And there'd be people packed in here like sardines in a tin, just moving along, trying to get out there to their car. But a lot of times they would be like screaming and shouting, "Wahoo! Yeah! Right on! Metallica, Def Leppard, AC/DC." You know, whatever bands you happen to see over here. ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner. Yeah, so you get the idea. You insert whatever band you used to come and see over here. Back in my day, it was a lot of kind of stuff. I grew up in that kind of. It was funny because I was having a discussion today with a friend, a new friend from Albuquerque that I just met today, that's really, really into music. Like, I'm really into music, and we were talking about kids collecting records. Kids are collecting 33 RPM records now. Can you believe that? It's great, I think. I had about 1,000 records, and I gave them to my daughter. And now, you know, as before, they were sitting, you know, compared to before where they were just sitting on the shelf waiting to be listened to. Now I got a daughter at home that's like listening to them and stuff like that, and telling me, "Dad, what do you think about this band?" And, you know, and so on. And it's just, God, what a blessing, you know. So anyway, I'm signing out from the Tingley Coliseum tunnel, and maybe one of these days I'll see you at a concert. Or if you see me around town, say, "Hey, Lucky, how you doing?" That would just blow my mind if you had seen me from YouTube or something like that. I don't think I deserve that kind of recognition. Anyway, all the best to you guys. God bless you. I love you. I really hope that I see you in the next one. Got to do some pretty cool stuff in this video. We went to the oddity show. I stopped by the gun show that was over here, and they didn't really want me to film inside there and everything, so I didn't do that. But I didn't buy anything in there. I bought a can opener, a military can opener, if you know what those are. I think it's a P-51. But anyway, the other things that I bought from the flea market were really cool, and some free items that I got because Albuquerque is such a generous, darn place. Anyway, all the best to you guys. I keep on going on, and I'll go forever if you don't stop me. So I'll see you in the next one.